Welcome to the Angels Recap Podcast, a special video edition now. We're excited to have you be able to see some of these cool interviews that we've been doing with Angels baseball. New this season, we're going to have several players coming up, whether it's here in the Angels radio booth or maybe you'll see us at our AM830 studios. We'll have a great opportunity to spend some time with many Angels players and coaches and other people that are an important part of Angels baseball, a big part of the Angels baseball family as you are. Well, maybe the most important piece of the Angels baseball family, certainly on the field, is Mike Trout, the three-time MVP, 11-time All-Star, now in his 13th season as the Angels center fielder. He's been a player that has been unbelievably important to Angels baseball, so what better way than to start these conversations with Angels center fielder Mike Trout. Joined now by the three-time MVP, Mike Trout, with us here in the radio booth. Mike, first of all, welcome to the booth. Welcome to see where all the magic happens up here. It's good to be with you. Things are different for the Angels this year. Things are different for you this year as things seem even. We just were taping this the night after you get moved to the leadoff spot and you get a home run, your first at-bat in the leadoff spot. I would just love to know about a little bit of the dynamic that you guys have going on with this team right now. And I know not quite a month in, but how are things seeming just with the changes that have happened around Angels baseball in the last 6 months or so?
For sure. We're growing as a team. Yeah. I think, the message is come in every day, work hard. Obviously – went through a little skid there for a little bit. Lost some close ones over the road trip. Got a good one last night, a much needed one last night. But the guys are believing. Like you said, the coaching staff they brought in is just, the message is just trust in the work, keep working, things will turn. And it's all growing experiences and growing, pains you go through to get some W's. So it's a learning experience for the younger guys. And it's just like I said, we come in every day, work hard. You see everybody out here early, getting to the park early, working on our swings, working on the infield, working on the outfield. Just attention to detail is going to be key for us to winning games.
We heard Ron Washington say yesterday that, well, when he went to you to ask if you'd be okay as being the leadoff guy, you're like, sure, Skip, whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I'm not sure everybody would answer like that. Why do you?
I just whatever he's the manager. Whatever he thinks to, if we want to shake some things up, shake it up. It doesn't matter where I hit in the lineup. I look at it as I'm going to hopefully get 5 at bats tonight, get an extra at bat, and I'm not going to change anything. I just when he came up to me, I kind of knew. I had an idea it was going to happen. Yeah. Not necessarily lead off, but just. Just to switch things up, and, it worked last night for sure.
Is that something that's maybe difficult to adjust to, though? I mean, you've seen you hit third at second, now in the leadoff spot this year, no difference?
No, you're still up there, hitting the ball, so there's no approach difference. I just same approach, just different spot in the lineup.
We've talked about some of the changes with the Angels this year. I mean, we look really the last 10 years. There has been another megastar that's with you. Anthony's a big-time player, but, Mike, it does feel like this is kind of the time. You're the man of this team, and I know that it's been that way for a while, but in some sense, there's maybe not that other guy. Are things maybe different from your sense, maybe in terms of your role as a leader on this team because of that?
For sure. I mean, I when I first came up, like I said, I had a lot of guys that I can lean on, a lot of leadership, and now I'm, 13th year in, it's my turn to do it. And the younger guys that come in the clubhouse every day, I go up to them and they come up to me, and I'm trying to teach them as much as they can to succeed out on that field. And the younger guys that are coming up, the Ohapis, the Netos, the Nolans, they want to learn, they want to work, and it's good to see them every day come in, work, and work. Try to get better and try to perform on that field. So,
what would you hope maybe they can get from you when you're teaching these things?
Yeah, just to be a complete player. I think that's the biggest thing. They got all the talent in the world. Just to be up here and just be themselves. I think a lot of guys, come up here early in their career. They try to be somebody that they're not going to be. I think what got them here is how you're going to succeed up here. I think a lot of people that come up and they try to do too much, put a little more pressure on themselves and things start building up, I think that's when you get in trouble. And I think once you learn how to control that, it's hard. You know, you get up here on a big stage, it's like, you know, you want to hit that 500-foot home run. You want to do great every single time, but this game's hard. So it's to be able to just take a deep breath, embrace the moment, trust your process, trust your work, and go out there and play your game, be yourself.
That guy for you coming up, I know you talked about it, Torii Hunter. Mm-hmm. And it was really fun seeing Torii at the ballpark a little bit earlier this season. He did bounce the first pitch. I would imagine.
I picked it, though.
I know you did.
I picked
you did
a
nice job.
Yeah, I picked it, though.
Give him a hard time about that?
I did. Well, I'm sitting in it. I know I had to catch the first pitch. So let me backtrack here. So I knew I was catching the first pitch. I'm in the cage warming up, and he comes in, and it was after I took some swings off the machine, and I'm sitting there in the chair, you know, I just got a nice sweat, and I look up, and I see Torii walk in the cage, and there's a bunch of balls on the ground. Just walks in the cage, and he picks up a couple balls, and he's like crow hopping into the net. I said, bro, all you got to do is just lob it in there. He said, no, I'm letting it eat. I said, all right, here we go. So I was kind of ready for it. I didn't think he was going to spike it, but it's all fun. I picked it, and I was giving all the infielders some crap. How, you know, I still got it. I played shortstop in high school.
I was going to say, that was pretty nice.
Yeah, I picked it. Yeah, it was. It might have been a little lucky, but hey.
Look, hey, whatever it takes. That doesn't matter. Well, you talk about, you know, Torii Hunter and your guys' relationship, always a good one. I kind of want to go back. I know that a lot's been made out of this, but I'd be curious to know maybe some of the reasons why. Derek Jeter was your guy growing up, and we all know the Derek Jeter legacy. What was it about Derek Jeter that made him that guy for you as a kid? I know the area, but what was it about him that stood out to why he was maybe someone you wanted to emulate?
Played hard every day. Never saw him hit a ground ball and not run it out. Little things that, you know, you respect and appreciate on a baseball field. You know, obviously all the championships, that's obviously comes with it. But the way he handled himself on the field, I've never seen anything like it. You know, couldn't tell if he was 0 for 4 or 4 for 4. He was the same guy. You know, it was kind of how I wanted to, you know, how to, you know, make it the way I play. Sure. You know, I think showing effort every single play, not taking a play off, and I just love the way he handled himself. And
he also begs the question of the Derek Jeter legacy and what he was able to mean, and obviously what he meant to that city. I mean, Mike, what you mean to Angels baseball, what you mean to Southern California is significant. You ever think about that stuff? You ever think about legacy?
Yeah, I mean, you know, now it's, you know, I'm getting in the year 13, it's starting to kick in, but, you know, I still go out there and I don't try to look at other things off the field. You know, maybe sometimes in the off season it pops up, but, you know, I still come to the ballpark like a little kid, like I'm going to a little league game, man. I just enjoyed playing this game. It's, you know, all the other stuff that comes with it. It's great stuff, but, you know, I just go out there and play my game.
So when we talked back in, I guess it was January, or it's maybe early February, we were talking about how you wanted to approach this season and talking about your role as a base runner and want to steal bags. And you said, hey, I might not take 40, but I certainly could take 20. Yeah. Well, you got 5 already, Mike. That's off to a pretty good start. How have you felt about how that process has gone of you on the base paths?
It's been great. You know, it's a game within a game. Just, you know, you get on first and just trying to pick up cues from the pitcher. You know, some guys make it really easy, you know, with a high leg kick. There's a lot of great catchers nowadays with good arms, so there's a lot that comes into play as well. But you know, if they're going to be, you know, 1-4, 1-5, I'm going to try to take it every time. So it's been fun. I'm enjoying it. It brought back some crazy memories when I was in Tampa, when I stole 2 bags, stole second and third. Felt like I was a young kid again, and I'm enjoying it, man. Just like I said, I'm having fun out there, and you know, that's all you can ask.
But you look good. You look like you're, really good shape coming into the season. I mean, you do most years, but seriously, was that something that this offseason, like, hey, I'm going to try to get faster. I'm going to try to do that. Was that ever a part of the plan?
Yeah, every year you're trying to get better in something. No, I just knew I still had speed. I mean, the sprint speed's still up there. We talk about it every day. Juice and I, the trainer, or the strength coach, and he's got me on a great program where I'm working out every day, and just something just to get the body moving. I think over my past couple years, I would work out 3-4 times a week, but it wasn't like every single day where I was getting the body moving. I think we got a nice little routine going right now, which I love, and I look forward to coming to the ballpark and doing that and just keep my body in a good spot.
I guess it begs the question, right? Because we see how fast you are. We see that you're able to steal bases. I'm just kind of wondering, like, maybe why didn't we see you steal bases for a while? Because early in your career, that was like such a huge part of your game.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing was the back, when the back happened, diving head first. I'm not a guy that likes to slide feet first. So I think that came into play. I think we were just trying to do whatever I can to just be on the field. And, sometimes I'm not saying this is I don't know the formula
sure
to doing that, but I think there's just, I was buying in too. I was like, hey, whatever I can do to, stay out on that field, let's try it. And, it wasn't working, so let's just go out there and just be myself. So, like I said, I'm enjoying it.
Just get out and do it. Hey, okay, I got to ask you this too. We learned that number 2 is on the way for Jess. A, how's she doing? B, how excited is Beckham?
A, she's doing great.
Yeah.
I just the ultimate respect for a woman carrying a child. It's especially when you're getting close. It's just you appreciate things a lot more.
Sure.
But she's doing great. Healthy baby. Looking forward to it. Beckham's really excited. He wanted a sister when we first found out, but now he's excited. He's going to get a little brother.
Okay.
And I said, hey, bro, you'll enjoy it,
Yeah.
We're looking forward to it. She's from a big family. I'm from a big family, so we're blessed. So
that's awesome. Well, I'm happy to hear that, Mike. Seriously, thanks for the time today. Really appreciate you, and looking forward to seeing you continue what you're doing this year, and should be a fun year. Thanks,
appreciate it. Thank you.
All right. Hey, thanks for being a part of this first version of the Angels Recap podcast on video. It was awesome having Mike Trout. I thought we learned a lot about Mike Trout, and I'm looking forward to maybe doing a little deeper dive into some of the things that he's done differently, maybe from an analytical perspective, maybe learning from some of the coaches about what makes Mike Trout so great. And we see it on the field, but sometimes maybe kind of fun to go take a little deeper dive into some of that stuff. Anyway, we invite you to hit that subscribe button and be a part of the Angels Recap podcast. Be sure to join us on our flagship radio station, AM830, and also be sure to download the AM830 app. Great way to enjoy Angels baseball all the time. Plus, we have a lot more podcasts that are going to be coming your way. More than any of that, thanks for being a part of Angels baseball.